friends, welcome to Triple Students YouTube channel. So in the last video we are discussing an example problem for the mechanical translation system. So in this video we are going to discuss about the mechanical rotational system. Okay, it is the mechanical rotational system. So before going to discuss about this mechanical rotational system, so the movement of the systems which are in a circular path like this, then that type of systems are known as mechanical rotational system. So here the displacement is in one time the position is here, and one time the position is here, and one time the position is here, and another time like this. Those positions are changed in the angle. So here theta, theta 1, theta 2 like this. So the displacement here is theta is the displacement. Okay, we take here angular displacement. So theta is the displacement. Okay, here also we have the three basic elements. Those are in this mechanical rotation system also we have three basic elements. First one is moment of inertia. Moment of inertia, it is represented by J, and another one is dashpot, same, but here we are using a rotational viscous fluid dashpot, and it is denoted by B, and another one is rotational torsional spring, so it is denoted by K. So here these are the three components we are used in the mechanical rotational system. And coming to the list of elements we are used, list of symbols or elements we are used in this mechanical rotational system is, first one is theta, which is known as angular displacement and acceleration. A is equals to acceleration, angular acceleration, that is nothing but d square theta by dt square, that r is equals to, okay, this is the angular displacement, and velocity v is equals to angular velocity, that is equals to d theta by dt, that is equals to angular velocity. So these are the three important terms we are used here. And coming to the J is the moment of inertia, which represents the mass of the body, and dashpot is the friction, which represents the friction, and torsional spring stiffness, K is the stiffness of the spring. So these are the components and the elements we are using in the mechanical rotational system. Okay, now we are going to see the torque balanced equations. So here torque balanced equations. So it is a rotational system, that's why the force balanced equation becomes torque. Why? Because in the rotational motion, the rotational path force we can call as a torque. Okay, simple. So the first element is moment of inertia. Moment of inertia. So consider an ideal moment of inertia which is represented as J. So this J is directly proportional to the angular acceleration. So J is directly proportional to the A. So to remove the proportionality constant, we are going to add a constant. So J is equals to, M into A. Okay, sorry, make it pause. Okay friends, torque balanced equations. So from here, first one is the moment of inertia J. So in this moment of inertia we are going to solve a torque balance equation. So we are going to make an equation for the moment of inertia in terms of torque. Okay, now torque is the force which is applied on the rotational path, then we call that force as a torque. Okay, clear? Now consider an ideal mass element J. Consider an ideal mass element J is fixed to the reference. Okay, and here we are going to apply a torque. So this is the ideal mass element J. So moment of inertia, okay, J. So now we are going to apply a torque on the moment of inertia, what happens? It opposes some opposing torque. So by applying torque, the displacement is theta. So this opposing torque is Tj, is the opposing torque. So T is the applied torque. So the moment of inertia acts on the center of the rotational body. That's why we already know that force is directly proportional to mass into acceleration. Okay, so that T is directly proportional to acceleration. Okay, so to remove the acceleration, we are going to add some constant to remove the proportion to J into A. So we all know that A is nothing but acceleration is nothing but d square theta by dt square. So add that one. T is equals to J into d square theta by dt square. So we all know that from Newton's second law of motion, applied force is equals to opposing force. So applied force is equals to opposing force. That's why we are making here T is the applied torque, Tj is the torque opposed by the opposing moment of inertia. Tj is equals to J into d square theta by dt square. So this is the force torque balanced equation for moment of inertia. Okay, now we are going to see the torque balanced equation for the dash pot. Okay, now we are going to see the torque balance equation for the dash pot. So dash pot is like this. So the diagrammatical representation of the dash pot is, see here, it is like a cylindrical piston. So it is fixed to a reference and torque T is applied here, and this is the displacement theta. So this is like a cylindrical piston filled with viscous fluid. So this represents the friction between the links joining between the moment of inertia. These are the connections between the mass, one moment of inertia to the another moment of inertia. So from this it is directly proportional to, we know that torque is directly proportional to the velocity, angular velocity of the piston. Okay, so now to remove this proportionality constant, we are adding a dash pot constant d theta by dt. We know that applied force is directly proportional to, applied force is equals to the opposing force. That's why from Newton's second law of motion, T is equals to T, B is equals to B into d theta by dt. Okay, so this is the expression when it is fixed to a end to the reference. That means only we have a angular displacement at one end. What happens when it has the angular displacement at both ends? Let us see. Then the structure is like this. When both ends are free, so this is the torque and this is the displacement theta 1 and this is the displacement theta 2. When both ends are have a angular displacement, at that time the equation becomes like this. T is directly proportional to B into d by dt of theta 1 minus theta 2. Okay, T is directly proportional to d by dt of theta 1 by theta 2. Now we are going to remove the proportionality quantity. A similar process is applied here. We add a friction constant B by dt into theta 1 minus theta 2, and after, by from Newton's second law of motion, we know that TB is equals to TB is equals to B into d by dt of theta 1 minus theta 2. This is the expression for torque balanced equation for dash pot when both ends are free. So this is the figure A, and this is the expression for this one, and this is the figure B, and the expression for figure B is this one. Okay, so this is the torque balanced equation for dash pot B. Now we are going to see the torque balanced equation for the spring. Okay, note down. Okay, now see the spring. It is denoted by K, and the torque balanced equation for the spring is, so the structure, the symbolic representation of the spring is like this. So we have a torque here and displacement here, and another end is fixed to a reference. Okay, So from this, it is K is the stiffness constant. So now what is the torque equation? T is directly proportional to theta. Okay, to remove the proportionality constant, we are going to add some stiffness constant. T is equals to K into theta. So from the Newton's second law of motion, this spring opposes some opposite torque. That opposite torque is T is equals to Tk, that is equals to K into theta. So this is the expression for the spring, expression for torque balanced equation of spring. T is equals to Tk is equals to K into theta. And coming to the next, another, when both ends are in a angular displacement, theta 1 and theta 2 and K. For this is the figure B. For this we also similar, we have follow the similar method. T is directly proportional to K into theta 1 minus theta 2. So to remove the proportionality constant, sorry, here K is not come, here the K come. T is equals to K into theta 1 minus theta 2. And finally we have from Newton's second law of motion, T is equals to Tk is equals to K into theta 1 minus theta 2. This is the final expression for torque balanced equation for the spring. Okay, finally once we are going to write all the force balance equations in a order. Okay, here the three elements are moment of inertia, symbol, torque balanced equation. So symbol here is J and torque balanced equation is T is equals to Tj is equals to J into d square theta by dt square. Okay, and next one is dashpot. It is represented by B, and the equations are, we have two, one is fixed at one end and another one is both have the angular displacements. So T is equals to Tb is equals to B into d theta by dt. This one is when it is fixed at one end, when T is equals to Tb is equals to B into d into theta 1 minus theta 2 by dt. This one is fixed at both ends. And final one is spring. Okay, and the symbol is K and T is equals to K into theta. It is when one end is fixed and when both ends have the displacement. T is equals to Tk is equals to K into theta 1 minus theta 2. Okay friends, these are the force balance equations of the rotational system. So you can compulsory remember these 3-4 torque balance equations for the idealized elements: idealized moment of inertia, idealized dashpot, idealized spring. Okay friends, note down these formulas and you have to remember these formulas for the further problems. Okay, thanks for watching.